e-learning?
Sir, we are not able to listen anything.
Okay.
So we can't say anything, sir. It's not possible.
No, I mean, let's say you couldn't understand anything, but what is your idea about e-learning from the very basis point?
So learning through electronic media, that's it.
Learning through electronic media. Okay, fine. Is there any classmate of yours in your room who can tell us something about e-learning?
Hello sir, I am Manoj, I am from section C.
Yes, Manoj, welcome.
Sir, we have understood little bit about e-learning. E-learning is basically learning through electronic media, and there are two types, synchronous and asynchronous learning.
Great. Any experience did you have on e-learning so far?
No sir, I have no experience about e-learning, but I am just I have just know something about e-learning. But
Okay, excellent. Fine. So let's start with the discussion. I will be coming back to you in time. So, okay, thank you. Let's start with the discussion then. Okay, fine. Now, after we have listened to Professor Badrul Khan, let us proceed with what ideally e-learning can deliver. Now, first of all, see, there are red letters that are highlighted which talks about greater student and teacher interaction and the promotion of greater student engagement wherever students are located. Now, engaging a students mean putting them into assignments, giving them the tasks they want to do, giving them the literature they want to read. Since there is no locational disadvantage attached to it, so every time probably your reach is maximum. And then there will also be the opportunity to develop more instructional formats and increase information resources through use of the web. Now we will see one instructional format very soon. Now let me tell you what instructional format does mean. It means the way the instructions are passed to the students. Probably one barrier is language. If you are talking Greek to an English speaking student, probably that there is a barrier of instructional format. And then how ably or how compliant the student would be in understanding the terms or the languages that we are using. And then such systems will provide staff with functions to help with the easy management of courses, because courseware management is a very difficult task. One institute may offer 10,000 different courses, but how to manage them? That's a big issue. Now the management of courses, that means the setting up about the course structure, the pedagogy designing, examination conduction, like these are some of the efforts which need to be worked out. And then there needs to be updated, as Dr. Khan was talking about. If the courseware are not properly updated, there is no benefit that is reaching to the students finally. So probably if you are updating certain things, that should be reaching to the students in the first place, and that too with relevant time. Now the tools and the resources. The web-based resources are there, electronic libraries and databases which probably we want to create at IPA, multimedia resources, productivity analysis tools, computer-based assessment, streaming video, integrated learning environments, discussion lists, news groups, student web publishing, conferencing systems. These are some of the tools and techniques that are mostly practiced in e-learning. Fine? Now, let's see how they are mapped in terms of student-teacher interaction. Now, if you see, the arrow shows increasing dependence on ICT infrastructure and support for production, setup, delivery, and maintenance. Initially, the first tool, productivity analysis tool, it is more like a manual tool which needs human intervention. The facilitator or the tutor needs to sit and identify that a particular student and track the performance of a student. And the moment we come down the streaming video, it is nothing but a self-learning kit. So mostly it is a video that what we want to see just now is just talks about a running movie from which you are supposed to learn. That means there is no human intervention attached to it. So gradually, if you pick up any one of them, so gradually if you move downward, you will find that the infrastructure dependence on the ICT tools are increasing. Fine, I'll just show you one more video, probably that will help you to learn.
University of New South Wales, the Adaptive E-Learning Research Group is developing the next generation of e-learning solutions, meeting the needs of educators and students in an online world.
In the School of Biotechnology and Biomolecular Sciences, we had a wonderful practical class. The trouble that we had with this is the equipment that we have is very old and now obsolete.
One key issue with computer science is that the material often tends to be quite abstract and presentation then tends to be quite dry.
There is a great challenge in giving the contents very well to the students. We teach maybe 240 courses in a semester.
Students required feedback that was not available due to large class sizes and limited numbers of demonstrators.
The Adaptive E-Learning Research Group developed the Adaptive E-Learning Platform, a software environment that empowers educators to create highly interactive and adaptive educational content. When a student working on an adaptive tutorial makes a mistake, the Adaptive E-Learning Platform offers intelligent feedback specific to the error made and guides them towards a correct answer. If the student is still struggling with understanding a concept, the Adaptive E-Learning Platform offers just-in-time instructional scaffolding, adapting the activity sequence to the learner's need. Teachers are provided with analysis tools that enable reflection and adaptation of their content. By analysing students' behaviour, teachers can refine and adapt their content to better meet the needs of their students.
We found that the students were very engaged by these adaptive tutorial exercises. They felt that they learned well from them, and they were very enthusiastic for us to develop more of them.
I think the advantage of the platform is that it's extremely flexible and powerful.
I can monitor how the students are performing.
It provided us with an opportunity to then, as we go along, modify the experiments so that we provide the students with the best outcome.
We can actually develop very intelligent modules that students will engage with.
It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
It's an exciting new way to both learn and to assess.
Computing can be a lot of fun.
Great experience, exciting.
Fantastic.
The platform is used to create highly visual, interactive and adaptive e-learning content across a variety of...
Excuse me, sir. Urvija Rawat, sir.
Yeah.
Urvija Rawat, Section B.
Yes, Urvija, tell me.
Sir, may I know what is the full form of ICT?
Information and Communication Technology.
Okay, sir.
Okay, could you see the video properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's continue with the discussion. And now the ICT tools and resources. So now tutor as an expert, if you see the structured individual learning, because the moment you have the productivity analysis tools, you have the structured proper learning, and gradually it is coming to the student web publishing conferencing systems. It becomes very abstract kind of learning. I prefer to use term abstract rather than unstructured, because in abstract learning you don't have a definite boundary, because e-learning proposes boundary-less education, free education. So probably you don't have a solid definite format. The traditional format based study, that part is abolished here in learning, and so you can come to them, because it's a discursive and reflective learning wherein the role of tutor takes a different shift altogether to a facilitator. So probably when you will be studying e-learning, now you see I can give a small analogous example. Now till 5th term you are under our direct custody. So whatever we teach in the class, you are bound to study that. The moment you come in the 6th term trimester, you are supposed to write a theme paper. There we become your paper mentor. So that time we don't conduct any classes. In case you seek any help, you come to us, we try to support you in your learning endeavor. So that is the difference between a teacher as an expert to a facilitator. So now e-learning proposes gradually the shift coming from the actual productivity based tools to the conference systems, the virtual learning environment, video conferencing, discussion lists to discursive and reflective learning. Now the tasks that we are having here is a group oriented task, and then one is teaching oriented. Now you will see there are different quality of tasks are there, which I will not be taking in much detail, because there are probably, if you can see the tasks mentioned are there, you will come to know that they do have the different mission criticality. Probably you are, I hope you all are aware of the term called mission criticality. The network, I mean, how difficult the task is, because every task is given to you, it has got a certain level of difficulty. Just to check the quality or the capability of a particular learner. Similarly, in network learning, publishing, commenting, every task assigned to you has got a certain difficulty level. And that is called the mission capability, mission criticality of a particular task. So I'll just show one more video just to understand how it works.
To enter directions for your students in Great Palm Math, type them into the directions box. Once you've done this, switch to math mode and enter the correct solution in the solution box using the drop-down menu and the wide array of math symbols available in BrainPal Math. For this example, we're entering a random solution, but you can enter any solution you'd like that relates to the question that you've just asked. Assign marks for the step, and then if you'd like to add more steps, click the Add Step button and repeat the process.
Okay, this was a small example of how this, e-learning tool that operates. What happened? Yeah, it's working. Now, after listening to, this is actually an e-learning environment, online e-learning environment, where is probably you can log in and solve your math problem, be it for the 10th standard or 5th standard students, but even for you also, for every subject domain, we have different websites and online. And nearly, I tried to, Google, there are around 2,000 plus websites are there which, who provide your e-learning teaching tools and subjects. But after listening to all of this, the key question lies here: how do you really deliver worthwhile e-learning online? So I'm not asking you that question because this question has to be raised and it will be understood. So probably I think next classes onwards, next session onwards, we can take up this question, because that's because even today everybody is searching, because worthwhile means should be catering to your needs. Now probably you understand your learning needs keeps changing because everybody has got a different learning curve. I hope you understand what a learning curve means. Okay, fine. So everybody has got different learning curve. So accordingly, the reception and retention depends on the individual capacity of a person. But the moment you are offering a course, you cannot customize it to the extent which probably suits individual needs. And the moment you do that, you are increasing the cost of the entire event. So probably you need to make a balance between them. So this one clip is there, so I'm just skipping that. There are different technologies are there, which is email, chat, discussion forums, conferencing, assessment, quiz tools, voting system, and the next question is what more we can do. So probably a LMS or a content management system can help us with that tomorrow we will find that even today that will not suffice our needs. And the strategizing e-learning, what are the factors that we need to consider? Learning and the learners, curriculum design, teaching practices, the best is the pedagogy I'm talking about, technology development, institutional practice, market position. So these all, some of them probably interest you as because you are a student of management studies, management science. So that relates to the market, because you can develop, you can innovate, or you can invent a particular tool, and with a premium price the market may reject that. So we need to consider that also. There are certain other questions are there probably which will be, later course of discussion we can think of solving them. Which technologies will best to meet the pedagogical aims of the module? How can we use the technology to best meet the learning needs of the students? How in employing technology for a learning activity affect teaching practice, and how are tutors best supported? How will experiences from e-activities be shared and built upon across institutions? These are some of the questions which are very, very critical and need some answers for them. And then, is developing e-learning a destination or a journey? Today you need an e-learning package, tomorrow you develop it, and is the journey over? That's the question. If not, or if yes, in both the conditions you need to ask few questions to yourself. What are the learning gains you had from your previous package that you installed at your place? What are the teaching gains you had, economic gains, organizational processes? All of them have been done, or none of them have been done? So that is the question, probably is very intriguing, and we need to ask each and every time. So the major, if you see, we all talk about the e-learning in online domain or be it in offline domain has got a multidimensional aspect. So what are these dimensions? Apart from the teacher and students, we have the environment, the platforms, the technology, the network. That's what probably you have experienced it right now. Even though a teacher is standing in front of you, the content is ready with me, the students are ready, still there are some technological issues were there that halted the process. So that's what is very, consider this situation in this small setup. Had it been a multi setup organization wherein we need to conduct this session placed across 5 or 6 locations, the complexity or the criticality of the event could have been enhanced multifold. Fine? Okay. So next class we'll be taking up the e-learning models, pedagogy and technology. Fine? So in case I conclude here, in case of any question you guys are having, you can ask that. Otherwise I'll be completing that. Well, Pallabiji, my session gets over. So if some student from your room wants to ask some questions, they are free to. Yes, any question from that side? You can better ask me. I think I can better answer than your classmate.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, the students over here do not have any questions.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am. Then I am winding up the session right here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you all for participating in the event. Thank you.